As it relates to the Sprint Cup Series, there's been a lot of debate and talk over the wintertime, as everybody's known. We're going to put it back in the hands of the drivers, and boys, have at it and have a good time. That's all I can say.
It's unbelievable. I can't really put it into words the way it feels. I talked to Christy, my wife, this morning, and she was like, what would it mean to you if you won this race today? And I told her, I was like, it would just be like a dream come true. And I'm trying to be, Jenna, I'm trying to be as sincere as I can and not sound like old cliche there, but it really is. I mean, as a kid growing up, this is what you dream of being able to win the Daytona 500.
I got more text messages and phone calls about those last few laps than I did when I won the damn race. So, I really enjoyed that.
And we are now joined by Danica Patrick, the driver of the number 7 GoDaddy.com Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. Out in the first practice, 37th VP, then came 27th in the second practice, got about double the laps in. So how'd everything work for you out there?
That's a good feeling, and it sounds like a good start to me.
DP, thanks.
Thanks.
Well, they're really good, but they're really, really lucky too. Jimmy's a good friend of mine, but there's no way of getting around how lucky they are. You don't win 4 championships and do all the things they've done. They did a good job today in winning a race, but they have a golden horseshoe stuck up their ass. So it's, there's no way to get around that.
But to pour my heart and soul into this race, to try to beat that 48 car, I was trying to hit my marks every lap. I feel exhausted. I feel disappointed. But all in all, to bring the Miller Lite Dodge home in third as a competitive car, that's our job. That's what Roger Penske says: is make your car competitive, and things will play out sometimes in your favor, and other days they won't play out in your favor.
Toby Christie, RubbingsRacing.com. AJ, does it make it all that much sweeter beating your former team to get your first career pole?
I didn't think about it at all. I didn't even realize it was a Red Bull car on pole. So now, I'm not gonna lie. I told Scott after qualifying, and I didn't really want to say it to my team because they don't like when I say that kind of stuff. But I was either gonna run like a 2670 or a 29.0. I didn't know which one I was gonna run because I was gonna drive it down in there, and
it's been a great week. We've, I have just, to be in the position I'm in now and know where I'm going to be in 2012. To have the opportunity with Rick Hendrick and everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, to me is just it's an unbelievable opportunity. I can't wait to get that started.
Just real quick, in regards to a lot of news that came out this week, a lot of people wanted to talk with Foster. To make it easy, we thought we'd bring him to you guys. So with that, we're just going to go right into questions.
Foster, 30 races is a long time for a guy to be with the team knowing that he's going to leave. And oftentimes, historically, those situations haven't ended well. Do you fully expect Casey to fulfill his current contract and drive till the end of the year?
Mr. Spencer, not only do I expect that, I think the one thing that I do know well is what a gentleman Casey Kane is. And I think throughout the process of us coming in, and I think we've all been very pleased with him as a man and a person and his ability to drive the car. I think a lot of people explain him as kind of a racer's racer. I think if you give him great equipment, he'll go and win, and I think that's our focus. I really believe we have a championship caliber team, and the 9 team as a whole with the driver and the sponsor and all the people that are a part of it. Our goals haven't changed. We show up here to win with that car. We show up to win with all of our cars, and we look forward to trying to get it into the chase and compete for a championship, and I think that process takes a lot of the focus. So I really, really believe not only will he fulfill his contract and his commitment to us, but he'll do it to the best of his ability. He'll uphold all commitments that he has.
Yeah, thanks for asking one at a time. I can't usually remember very much. I'm not very smart. But yeah, I forgot the first one. What'd you ask me? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to say is last week we had a very, very tough day. Denny having that surgery and us going down 2 laps. I think a lot of guys would have chose to get out of the car. And I sent an email to him, not email, but a message, and I said, hey, it showed a lot of courage, stays in the car, bad day, fought his way through that. And today was just, hey, it's one of those things, it was a wild set of circumstances. We've had days like that where he goes against us. This time it went for us. And really happy for FedEx and Denny and everybody on the race team. So it was just one of those days where kept fighting, did a good job. We were up front most of the day, and wound up it went our way at the end.
And we push each other really hard and ask a lot, and you know, we're both greedy in ways, and probably have put each other in positions on the racetrack that he hasn't liked, I haven't liked, and I found myself in that position in Texas, and you know, decided to express myself a little bit. So you know, we've talked for sure. Everything is fine and in good shape, and we'll just keep racing. I mean, unfortunately, from our standpoint, this stuff comes to a head, and it's on national television. Everybody asks questions, and then we've got to come back and patch it up behind that. In the past, it hasn't come to a head like this, so we've done a lot of it, you know, through conversations and in person, and this stuff has been there, I guess, is kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, we've dealt with this before, and we're going through it again, and a lot of it's just because we're both very hungry and racing hard for each position.
Driving down into turn 3, I saw my window, and it was a perfect time to go for it because our car was good on the short run, and once 4 or 5 laps got on the tires, I knew we were going to have a hard time holding him off, and he was still going to be right there. So just a classic, get in the corner a little bit deeper than the guy. You know, we didn't just flat out wreck him. We didn't cut his tire. We didn't drive over him. It was just a nice nudge that we're all used to seeing and appreciating on short tracks.
I have to say I was a little shocked, and I haven't spoken to him or really seen any video to know if he slipped and accidentally got into me or if that was his intentions. If it was his intentions, that's the first time that I've, you know, in 9 years racing with him, I've experienced that, and definitely changed the way that, you know, I race with him from that point moving on. I hate that he felt that I wasn't going to wreck him, because that was my goal, was to wreck him.
So disappointing day in finishing second, but whatever.
We're going to open the floor to questions now. Raise your hand. One of our mic runners will get there. Just state your name and affiliation.
Lee Spencer, 5 Sports. What happened on the final restart, and did you spin your tires?
Carl Edwards jumped the restart by about 3 lengths before the double red marks. Doesn't matter. Race is over. Guys in victory lane. Doesn't matter.
Do we have any more questions for Kyle down here? Please raise your hand.
Good, thanks.
Bob, you have nothing? Nothing, Bob? Absolutely nothing. What store are you working on? I think he bumped me a little bit. I don't know. I think he pushed me down what front straightaway once. See, he always digs towards the negative. That's what he always finds. He wants me to badmouth Kyle so he can write about it.
Hey,
good night, guys. You guys
you
enjoy
asked the question.
Thank you. You got something? I'm holding my own. Is that all right?
You're doing great. You just well, you
Thank you, guys.
and I'll sit there.
People tell me they hate me, but they respect me. That's always a cool. And I had a guy had an I-848 T-shirt on when I was on the speed stage, but was giving me a thumbs up and said congratulations. So, you know, in the moment, it's tough, I think, for fans to maybe look at what we've accomplished because they want their guy to win, and I understand that. But I know what we've done today is respected sports-wide, not just in our little bubble we live in, but sports-wide.
What current driver would you least like to have racing against your guy for the win on the final lap? Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
I didn't see that one coming.
Seriously.
Am I on there?
Huh?
Huh?
Are you on there?
I don't know.
I don't know, Kyle. Let's find out. Let's see Kyle Busch! You still want him, don't you? You still want a piece of him, don't you? Don't you, Gordon? Come on, Gordon. Tell him what you really think. Come on. Come on.
He told me what he really thought.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? And you reciprocated. All right, gentlemen.
I still get nervous. Juan Valdez got a little coffee on my speech over there at the table.